Hey guys, welcome to an Alder review right here on youtube.com/ToyWorldOrder and on ToyWorldOrder.com. I'm Devall. This is my best friend Dave. We are back with an all-new review. This time we're taking a look at something really cool. A while back, Dave and I took a look at Series 1 of IAmElemental.
I actually backed the Kickstarter.
Yes, Dave backed the Kickstarter. And they had announced they were going to do Series 2. So the gang over at IAmElemental was kind enough to send us over a great box of stuff, including the Series 2 Wisdom Warriors. So today we're going to take a look at this entire wave of Series 2 and give you an idea of what's in the box. Series 1 was a great line. We
yeah, it was one of my favorite lines of that year. Yeah.
It was a spectacular toy line for both boys and for girls. It's a great action figure toy line, honestly. It's a great 3 3/4 inch toy line. And it's a lot of fun. A lot of the characters were... we kind of talked. They kind of used the same molds and stuff on some of the pieces, but
yeah, and it definitely, from what I can see, just on the back of the box, it looks like they're stepping up the game.
Yes,
a little bit.
Yes,
we'll see how the final figures look like. But and that's all these Kickstarters kind of start off a little simple and they build. So this was one that I definitely wanted to see where they went with next.
Yes, and Series 2 is a great release. Now, of course, Series 2 comes in the great the lunch box like Series 1 did.
Yeah, well, depending on which version you got.
Right. But with the slip cover and reveals the IAmElemental the mask logo there for the Wisdom Warriors, and then opening said lunchbox, you get your first look at some of the characters there inside the lunchbox. In one platform.
I'm like, this is literally my first look at some of these.
Yes,
so I'm kind of like, I want to see.
Dave has not seen these yet.
I have not.
So we get on the top here, we get exploration, we get mastery, and we get the villain Oblivion there in one.
Because we had one in the last series, who we pegged as the villain, and they had this whole thing about how that character might not necessarily be a villain.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm going to be a little more cautious about calling it this time. The
next set here, we get... oh, no!
Oh, no!
Logic fell out of her thing.
Well, it is you.
We get creativity, ingenuity, curiosity, and logic there. So we get the other 4 characters, which make up the 7-character set here. We get, much like the first series, you get a wisdom workbook.
Yeah. Which
is a great little activity booklet for girls and boys to kind of tells the story of what was the story on this? Hypatia? Did I say that right? From Greek mythology?
You're on your own.
Sorry. Me pronunciation not good.
Honestly, I would not do any better.
But a great little book with a lot of great little mazes and little quizzes and a lot of facts on the different characters and stuff, and gives you an idea of the different characters. So great little workbook there for boys and girls to celebrate with. And then we get a little bag that says IAmElemental that has all the rest of the stuff in it. It has all of our
stands.
Our display. It has we'll put that there. It has our little periodic table for the Series 2 for Wisdom. So it tells you, gives you the periodic tables for all of them, and kind of tells you the inspiration behind them and the different characters there on the fold out there, which is always nice. I love fold outs. I love fold outs a lot, actually. We get our trading cards for Hypatia, which is who this is based on, but Oblivion.
Yeah, the first series, I believe, was based on Joan of Arc.
Yeah.
And
but of course, just like see, the last card says Hypatia because it's it is on the back of these cards. There's a quote that you can actually create, and I believe it is. Let's see. Reserve your right to think is what the back of the cards say. So reserve your right to think. So it's very cool little pieces there, and then all our display stands, all of our IAmElemental.
I don't remember if the first series. I don't think mine came with display stands.
I don't remember the first series if we talked about display stands, but
yeah,
they have display stands.
I don't remember having them
with this series, and since we've got since Logic fell out of her thing there, just like any 3 3/4 inch series, the figures have holes in the bottom of their feet, and they just easily plug into, as I say that.
I mean, the sad thing is I'm half paying attention to you because I want to look at all this stuff and read all this cool stuff.
So it's just kind of half just kind of plugs in there to the display stand. You can display them easily. So very cool. What do you say we take a look at these 7 figures up close and personal, give you a better idea and a better just a general idea about these amazing toys. So let's take a look while Dave reads. All right, IAmElemental Series 2, The Wisdom Warriors. This is a great 7-figure set. I mean, out of the box on their battle stands with their shields. A great look at the gals of Series 2. A great line of figures. We've got Creativity here in the middle.
Yes.
With her little blue ponytail.
Yeah, Creativity carries a crossbow because she's a huntress chasing new ideas.
Beautiful figure. We'll take a look at them a little bit closer up too here in a second. But her little crossbow. We've got, who we got next? Logic.
Well, okay.
Yes, no?
Well, you're jumping way ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who's next?
Jumping way ahead in the book. Okay, Logic uses reason to make connections between facts and draw conclusions.
Yes.
You know, and obviously I think Logic's, because of the character of Mr. Spock in Star Trek, Logic is a very familiar concept to a lot of people.
We've got Ingenuity with her big squid arm here.
Yeah, she's actually, actually they don't talk about her character too much in the book, but she actually has the ability to change herself to mimic her environment.
Pretty cool.
So she's kind of got that Beast Boy shape-changing thing.
Yeah,
going on,
pretty cool.
Which is neat, yeah.
Who do we got next?
Curiosity.
Curiosity,
of course, has a desire to learn and know everything.
Yes.
Which is cool. And she has the ability to communicate in any language.
Pretty cool.
Which is a cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Exploration has that cool steampunk thing going on.
Very cool looking.
She's all about traveling around the world, and she can transport herself anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Like some of the games we play.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I believe... Oh, Mastery.
Yes. Mastery here with her little scarf.
Mastery wants to be an expert in everything that she does, and she can create physical duplicates of herself.
Yes. And then,
so you can buy doubles.
And last but not least,
is Oblivion. Oblivion has blinders on, and she has the ability to erase the memories of others. And she's sort of the... like we said, the last time around there was a character that seemed kind of villainous.
Yes. What wasn't necessarily.
Yeah, it's basically, Oblivion can be used for good, but it has risks.
Yes.
So it's kind of a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Let's take a look. We'll show you. All the figures have the same articulation here. But here we'll take Oblivion's, we'll take her little backpack off. That just pops off there. We'll just take that off. I
assume those are wings so that she can keep her heads in the clouds.
Yes, her head's in the clouds. All the figures have the same articulation. They have the head movement, so they're on a ball joint there, so they can look up, they can look down, they can look left, they can right, they can rock their head side to side. They've got articulation there at the shoulder, and the shoulders can pivot as well as move up and down. They've got elbow articulation here, which is nice, and as well as an elbow pivot, so the arm can pivot in and out. They've got a little bit of a hip joint here on the ball joint there, so they can move their legs in and out. They've got knees, so the knees can bend, as well as the knees can pivot too, so you can pivot them after the knees. But Oblivion, a very cool looking figure. Like Dave said, she's got blinders on. She's got this nifty little wings. I think I put them on upside down. There we go. These nifty little wings there that keep her head in the clouds, and they're basically clouds. They're cloud wings.
Yeah, they kind of look like little clouds,
which is pretty cool. I love the look of this figure, though. Like Dave said, she could be evil. She might necessarily not be evil.
Well, yeah, she and Fear have their own little subchart on the elemental table.
Elemental table there, yeah. Yes. But I love it. I love the sculpt of the helmet there.
They all look so good.
Yeah, they look. It's a beautiful sculpt. Overall, it's just gorgeous looking. I mean, the paint job on her is really well done. Oh, I just tossed her.
Yeah, it's very nice, very subtle.
Yeah, it's very nice, very subtle. But just a great figure. And then we've got somebody like Creativity here.
Yeah.
With her blue skin and the red shirt and the gold pants and everything there, as well as the gold breastplate there. Her little shield there. But I love her little crossbow. Little crossbow there that she's got, and as well as her little swoopy ponytail.
Yeah,
kind of reminds me of characters from Avatar a little bit, honestly, with the big ponytail that.
Katara?
Huh?
Katara?
No, from characters from Avatar.
Okay, we're talking about different avatars.
Yes, we are. Not wrong Avatar, Dave.
No, I was just talking about the good one. Never mind.
Oh, fair enough. But beautiful looking figure here too. I love the sculpt, the kind of the Roman-esque helmet that she wears, which is kind of cool. It is. I mean, it's not a Roman helmet, but it's got the design elements of a classic Roman character, which is pretty darn neat. And of course, they all have the little shields that have their little elemental symbol on them. Their little elemental table there, so they're little nice little shields. We get Curiosity, who might actually be one of my favorites. I like Curiosity because I love the hair. She's got the one side shaved here, so she's got which is one of the styles these days where they've the sides shaved, the ponytail, and a beautiful looking figure though, really cool. I love the purple and the gold. It's a nice combination. And then her skirt, I don't know if it shows up on camera, but she's got the entire solar system on the back of this removable skirt she's got there, which is really cool. That was one of the elements that Dave and I were like, well, that's really neat. But just another great looking figure. We've got Logic. Logic's kind of cool. You could almost see like Logic being like if Logic was the bad guy, she'd be the supervillain because she's got the great Lex Luthor-esque headpiece going on there and the shoulder pads there, which is kind of cool.
Mantle.
The little mantle, yeah. But really cool. And I love how they're all very unique. The body sculpts. The bodies are pretty much the same across the board.
The bodies are the same, but they do what really good companies do, which is you use paint, you use different pieces,
yes,
to really kind of cover that fact very well, so that they all look very distinct and very unique.
Yeah, and the head sculpts are all different. They all have separate head sculpts because they all have different designs and different hairstyles. But even though,
like if you really look at them hard, you can kind of see the similarities in the bodies. But
yes, some of the characters like like Logic and Curiosity share these boots, so they share these legs.
Yeah.
Whereas
they've also got these kind of little belt things on their thighs.
Whereas Creativity and Mastery, who we'll take a look at next, share the leg styles without the big boots. But you've got Mastery with this giant crazy scarf she's got on. But again, just a beautiful figure. I mean, it's just a really nice. Like we said, all the head sculpts are different. They all add a different bit of personality to all the figures, which is great. I love stuff that we've seen in the past from boss fight and all that, but there's always seems to be, some of them seem to be lacking personality with the different heads they use, because sometimes they share the heads among the different bodies. They all tend to lack personality, but this has a lot of personality in all the head sculpts, just alone. Even though they may all have the same kind of stoic faces, with the hairstyles, it all presents a different grand personality of every character.
I'm kind of getting to my two favorites.
Yes. Ingenuity, who doesn't hold her little shield because her grabby hand is actually this giant squid tentacle, which is pretty cool. Like Dave said, she's kind of the beast boy of the line.
Or beast girl.
Or beast girl, yeah.
But yeah, I like the head sculpt. I think it looks cool. I like the little bun in the back. Yes. I think she looks neat. Yeah, she's a very, very cool, very neat looking figure. But I love the plastic squid on. Yeah, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful touch. And then you have what could be one of my favorites, and I know one of Dave's, is Exploration. Yeah, I think she's probably... She might not be my favorite. I think I like Ingenuity better.
Yes.
But I think in terms of design, I think she's probably the best design.
Yes, I agree.
Because she's got that... even though steampunk, I feel, is a little played out, it looks cool.
Yeah, it does look cool.
As a figure, it looks really neat.
Yeah, I love.
You can't deny that.
She's got these great steampunk
mechanical wings.
Yeah,
because in the first series there was a character that had wings, but they were wings.
Yes,
they were actual bird wings. So I love kind of the mechanical wings. I love the goggles up on her head.
Yeah, the goggles are really cool.
She just looks really cool. All these figures look really good.
Yeah, it's an amazing series
of figures. And I love the first series too.
Yeah, the first series was just they just knocked that first series out of the park. I mean, their first figure line out, and they just destroyed it because they were just so beautifully done and so remarkable.
And they're cool to play with.
Yeah, they are very cool to play with.
I think that's what got me with the first series is they've got all the articulation. They've got all they're just cool toys.
Yes, they're very cool.
And that's you can't get away from that.
Yes, I agree. It's very, very cool stuff. Beautiful looking figures though from IAmElemental. So it's a great,
fantastic second
series. Well, there you go, guys. There's a look at IAmElemental Series 2 Wisdom Warriors. Now, like I said in the review, I was wrong. Oblivion is not necessarily a villain.
It's a gray
area.
Her character is sort of like on the. There are good aspects and there are bad aspects. Like we covered in the focus thing. The text kind of makes it sound like she's got good elements and bad elements.
Right.
Which is an interesting twist.
Yeah, I agree. But IAmElemental did an amazing job on Series 2, just as they did on Series 1. These are great.
They're so good.
They're a beautiful line of figures.
They are really cool.
Yeah. They are really cool. They're really great. I'm kind of sad. Like I tried to remove some of the heads to take off some of the gear and stuff, but I didn't want to break anything. But
I don't think. I think a lot of that stuff's just sculpted.
yeah, but some of the stuff is loose, like
oh well, yeah,
like
the separate,
Logic's
her chest piece.
Yeah, her chest piece. And the only bad thing is Ingenuity can't really hold her shield because she got the big squid arm on the actual holdy handy side. So, but other than that, I mean, just a beautiful line of figures. A great release from IAmElemental.
And a very promising progression.
Yes,
I think that's a big thing, because sometimes you get the next thing and it's just like the first thing, or even goes backwards, and these just look a little. There's a little more color, a little more different color.
There's more paint apps on.
Yeah,
these.
it's just it's a great step forward.
Yeah, it is. It's a very,
and I love the original. Release. So
it's beautiful line of figures. I look forward to Series 3
I do
of
too.
IAmElemental's figures. So special thanks to the gang at IAmElemental for sending these over for us to take a look at. We appreciate it.
Yes, very much. Thank you.
We love these toys. We love the work that you're doing. So please keep up the great work because it's an amazing toy line. And I think any toy collector, male or female, any parent with a young boy or young girl, these are great figures to have. Not only is there some great lessons to be learned inside the workbook, hidden inside fun facts and stuff, but they're just great figures with great playability, great posability, and some really cool aspects to them. So they're a definite must in any action figure collection or any toy box.
Yeah.
So make sure you check them out. You can go to the website right there and check out the IAmElemental product line and check out everything they have to offer. And we will be back with an all-new review so real soon, so make sure you check that out, gang. So until next time, David.
Keep playing with your toys.
Take care, guys. We'll see you next time. I like Curiosity's little skirt.
Little skirt,
Skirt. That's she got little planets on the back of it. It's fun.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, little Saturn.
Oh, yeah.
Little planets.
Yeah, it's actually the whole solar system.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
That's cool.
Good job.
I didn't catch that the first time.
Good job, gang. Good job.